knows what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Without any thought, I keep moving on. I don't even care if my soul is gone. So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Nothing in life is good. Tired and misunderstood. I would fight if I could. If I believed I should. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life.
Diamonds so fast, and I will wanna take you traveling the world. I can love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you.
Good evening. Happy Tuesday afternoon. Wait, good evening. That's right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Talking Circles with Chris Carter. My name's Chris Carter. We are live from the Choice Tire Automotive Studios in Kernersville, North Carolina, and we are presented by J&T Services. And Sydney is off tonight. As y'all can tell, that's not Sydney. If you are smart. This is my little buddy. Cale Weavil. You just had a birthday, didn't you, man?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you get anything good for your birthday?
I got a mini fridge.
A what?
I got a mini fridge.
A mini fridge? Y'all probably see me looking over here often. His parents are here. His mom has a big old whip out, so I'm not sure what that's about. But anyway, so you had a good birthday, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Did you eat cake?
No, I
No.
like ice cream better.
Ice cream and no cake. Eric Messer, the producer of Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services over there in the corner. How are you, buddy?
Doing good, doing real good.
Put the camera on you real quick. Oh. He's relocated the Yeah, I like that. Yeah, there he is. Wait there, buddy, y'all. This is he is does a lot of he does PR for Chase Robertson, sportsman driver at Bowman Gray Stadium, in case y'all didn't know. And we appreciate everybody tuning in. Got a good show tonight. We're going to have, what's his name? Tell him who's going to be on. Brayden Ickler.
Yeah.
Brayden Ickler's going to be on. 9-year-old Brayden Ickler. They race together. They've raced together for a long time. So I'm going to put him on the spot and going to let Cale be the host of that. We'll see how he does. So, as always, I want to take this time to thank all of our sponsors. If you don't or can't monetize them, y'all please at least like, share, follow their Facebook page. It doesn't cost a dime. H&H Auto Repair, Velasta, Race for Kids Foundation, raceforkids.com, Pulliam's Hotdogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Renee Hackett Realtor, Affordable Septic, Enticing Icings, Dutton Safer Systems, Garage Shop, Choice Tire and Automotive, Frank Steaks out of Long Island, New York, J&T Services, DL Outfitters, Gary Brown Dream 68, Midway Dry Cleaners, Cobble Speed Shop LLC, JTA Soft Wash and Roof Cleaning, Cogar Plumbing, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Harkey Litigation, Everready Mixed Concrete, Heroes Patriot Water, Ideal Corn, Halls Heating and Air, Robin Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Trucking, Messer Media, Garage Doors of the Triad, MJ Printing and Graphics, Midway Music Hall and Event Center, Thunder Road Grill, Midway Mobile Storage, Make TV Great with Nate, Louis Custom Shower and Glass, Radical Fire Protection, Tea Time Sports Bar, Birch Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Speed 77, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, Velocita USA, and KevinSaysYes.com. A lot of sponsors, ain't it, Cale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
Too much to count. I'm blessed. I truly appreciate all of our sponsors. So, like I said, good show tonight. We got 9-year-old Brayden Ickler. We got Ronnie Bassett Jr. The Cars Tour. They're going to kick off this Saturday at New River All American Speedway. Also got Chris Williams. He is the GM and the promoter of the Smart Modified Tour, and they're going to be racing at Florence Motor Speedway. Messer, it's here. Race season is underway, like it's official. When these tours start getting underway, that's when I say it's time.
Yeah, we're excited to get started.
So
Stuff starting up at Bowman Gray this weekend too.
Yeah, so tell them what you'll be doing.
Yeah, we'll be at Bowman Gray this weekend. We'll be doing the headshots, driver registration for the season, and hoping to update everybody's headshots. Some people haven't had their headshots for the scoreboard updated in about 15 years. So.
For the love of the Lord above, drivers, any of y'all Bowman Gray people, please go get your picture taken. I'm not going to call nobody out. They'll hate me before our first race. Cale, when is your first race, buddy? Do you know? Here's you some notes if you need to cheat.
My first race was Wake County last Saturday.
So his first race was Wake County. Now, I want you to look in that camera and tell everybody what happened in your first Bandolero race, right? First Bandolero race. Tell everybody watching you where did you finish?
I finished first. Good race.
First Bando race, you win. Man, that's pretty amazing. Did you like driving that band? I know you've driven the bando before and everything, but was it fun? I mean, did you?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah,
It feels weird.
What's weird about it? Tell me.
Enclosed car.
Enclosed car, so he's used to a quarter midget.
Yeah.
So, did you feel like weird or anything?
Not really. The track was weird.
The track was weird, but apparently it wasn't too weird to win on, huh?
No, not at all.
Can you tell the people your sponsors? Because Choice Tire Automotive the Choice Tire Automotive Studios. So tell them who your sponsors are, buddy.
Choice Tire and Automotive, Jerry Hunt Supercenters, Hayes Jewelers, HMS Motorsports, Downforce Graphics, Phantom Power Sports. I think that's all.
Did he get them all, y'all?
I think so.
Good job, buddy. All right, so at 7:15 we're gonna have your little buddy Brayden Ickler on, and so I went to the Cup race. Well, let's back up. Those of y'all that didn't see, 1,021 miles on the number 83 Bravada. I did some traveling. I left Friday morning, went to the Pollards, went to Sonoya Karting Complex. I believe we had like 165 carts for that race. It is a lot. I was all excited about announcing until they first started racing with about 15 of them carts out there, and I was like, you know what? I forgot how much I didn't enjoy announcing a kart race. You gotta be on your toes. Good practice, but dadgum, there's a lot of them. Good racing. Met a lot of good, great, awesome people. Had a good time there. Had a good turnout. A lot of fans. Believe it or not, that's what was pretty intriguing to me being there. Sunday morning, woke up, went to the Cup race, met Tristan and Lane McKee at the credential trailer, gave them a parking pass. Lane McKee took the toter home in there. I was like, no, I cleaned out my car
Really?
to put little Tristan and Lane in the car to drive in. He's like, we're taking the toter home. I said, no, we're not taking the toter home through the tunnel and driving in. He said, oh, yeah. So when we go to the tunnel, I was like, showing you pass. Before we even lifted up the pass, old dude was like, come on, yo, come on, Elvis is in there. I mean, as I said, we didn't even need that parking pass. I've got the ticket now. Drive a toter home into the racetrack, and they're just all waving you on like it don't matter. So went there, had a very, very good time. Like I said, we hung out with Tristan being there, and he's the development driver for Spire. He is actually signed by Spire. I learned quick that little kid, a lot of people know who he is. They a lot. Met Jeff Andrews, President Hendricks. I met a lot of. That's why I didn't do a lot of content messers, because I was like, I can just branch off from them and go do what I do and meet them later. But that gum, I was like, I want to stick around and meet some of these people. I will say that Spire, Carson Hocevar, we're going to talk about him here in just a second. But I was telling all them, Ronnie Bassett, Michael McDowell, y'all, this man went 6 laps down and had listened to their radio. Was listening to Hocevar and them. But to listen to the crew chief for the number 71 of Michael McDowell and that whole team, and the crew chief keeping them motivated, being a cheerleader. McDowell, not one time that you didn't hear him on the radio like, oh Lord, we're down 6 laps, but very, very, very good time. He come back 6 laps down, finished 13th, and of course, Justin Haley finished 25th, and we all know where Hocevar finished, and that was 2nd. Now, first things first. Denny Hamlin Messer seems to think that the yellow flag is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I had this conversation with a couple of guys from Bowman Gray as well. I'm not, from my perspective, I'm not mad about the finish. I'm more upset about the inconsistencies on when they push that button.
Okay, so I was in the driver's meeting, like in there in person listening, and Elton Sawyer said yesterday was not how we're going to finish today. He pretty much told them we're good. If something happens last lap, the yellow flag's coming out. Me, to myself, I said, well, with this all being said, the yellow flag will probably come out the last lap. There will probably be a wreck.
And it was exactly how the Xfinity race ended too. It was a big crash, turn 3, and they let them race to the line, and then they did the same. It's the same exact big crash in turn 3 on Sunday.
So
I just hope they're more consistent from here forward.
they need to be. They have to be. It's not that the yellow flag isn't needed. in my opinion. It's that, like you just said, Messer, it's not on a consistent basis. I was there in person. They still raced to the yellow.
Yeah, they didn't lift.
They did not lift. Now, with that being said, immediately after the race, me and Lane and Tristan just hauled Boogie down to Carson's car because I wanted to see, reactions. And there was, of course, people want to talk to him, but
Yeah, he had a line behind him.
it was quite interesting to see in person. Cale, I'm going to ask you, buddy, do you like Carson Hocevar?
Yeah, he's a good driver. He's aggressive. Came from quarter midgets.
See, now he come from quarter midgets, and that's right. Good job, buddy. So me personally, I didn't have. Now I've always said that Hocevar has God-given talent, Messer, but at the same time, I've seen Hocevar not just at the Cup level, but in late model racing. I've seen him do some pretty stupid things,
You'll have that, and you'll have that there. I mean, he's still in his learning phase as a driver, kind of, sort of, and unfortunately, you'll just have that. Like you said, he's here to learn. He's not here to be in a boy band, love everybody. He's here to learn.
NASCAR needs a bad guy. Bad.
I think every race does.
That's right. They do, don't they, Cale?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think
It
they
just
got
makes
him.
it interesting.
They need this bad guy. Now, Carson's not a bad guy. He's not a bad kid. He's 22. He's a kid in my book. But the guy has talent, okay? Well, I don't see these drivers. Now, Kyle Busch, the in-car of Kyle Busch, was the old Kyle Busch, okay?
Yep.
All wrecked the whole damn field.
Told Carson Hocevar he was number one at some point.
More than once. But, and anybody knows Chris Carter knows I am a big Kyle Busch fan. You've raced at the same track with Braxton too, haven't you, buddy?
Yeah, multiple times.
See, and I like Braxton. He's a good kid, isn't he? Y'all buddies kind of talk when he's racing?
Yeah, I race against him at Elbridge with the box stock.
There you go. See, but Messer, well, I see in Carson Hocevar is the same thing that I seen with Kyle Busch 15, 16 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
I know I can drive. I don't care what y'all think. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna do what I got to do to win a race.
Yep. Exactly.
I tell you, I promise. Once again, I was very pleased when I wrote the little article I wrote on Monday. I pulled on the side of the road or the exit coming back from Pell City, Alabama, and wrote that. And I was like, I don't want to hear the idiotic comments down below. And for some reason, I didn't get any. I might need to put that in everything I write. But once again, I'm not here to split hairs about this and that. But I'm pretty sure whether anybody admits it or not, I feel like that Ryan Blaney might have cracked the throttle just a tick. Because, I mean, the approach and how fast Hocevar was going when he hit him, it was going into a turn, might not have been good timing. But I'm not going to question what a driver does in a race car, especially at the top level that there is. But I don't personally see what Carson Hocevar did that was so bad. Did you?
No, not at all. It's old school racing. And that's what we need. We need some old school racing. And I know you touched on it a bit with Ryan Blaney as well. I was thinking earlier today, it's kind of an early prediction, but I think it's going to be a battle between Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell for the championship this year.
Oh, I
Just
said
based
in
off
that
early
little
standings.
I did already say in my little article I wrote on Facebook, I said that Christopher Bell will be a threat to win the championship. What do you think?
Yeah. You got some good days and bad days. I think Ryan Blaney. It wasn't good, but he came back through the field.
Pretty fast, didn't he, bud?
Yeah, surprised. I think he finished top 10 or something.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, he did.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. That's our little NASCAR discussion. You having fun so far? I don't know if this is fun, but you ain't nervous, are you? Y'all, that's out the door, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. Y'all don't go nowhere. Coming up next, 9-year-old Brayden Ickler. Appreciate y'all.
Expensive shoes, you can get your own. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my
Jimmy Brown of J&T Services buys junk, unwanted vehicles of all types. He removes scrap metal, specializes in trash removal and eviction cleanups. Whether it's a bed or a table or an even old washer and dryer, Jimmy Brown, you don't play around. Serving the Triad area since 2007, J&T Services is firefighter owned, and you can reach them at 336-341-1171, or you can go to J&T Services on Facebook. Choice Tire Automotive is a full-service auto repair shop and your number one source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling on the road and off. Choice Tire Automotive offers check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. They bring the best quality service possible in everything they do, and their team is committed to providing the best workmanship and customer experience possible. Choice Tire Automotive's hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs.
I'm willing to trade my soul for a bit of your charm. There's no way I fade into oblivion, 'cause I'll keep shining.
Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We are live from the Choice Tire Automotive Studios. I neglected looking down at these people. I can't believe that part of the peanut gallery is on this early. My buddy Daniel from H&H Auto. Hey to Steve Stroud. I know Steve, I meant to go see Steve today, but the highway patrol being in the parking lot at TNT writing tickets was pretty funny. So yeah, I was in and out. But anyway, Justin Long, as always, appreciate you. Hey, Ryan Gibson, Miss Gail, which is Justin's mom. There's Bryant's mom, Chase's grandma. Is yeah, I know for a fact that Brayden's on. I know he's waiting, ain't he?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be our Cam's Corner, brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dog and Barbecue segment. Look at this cool kid. Yeah, Brayden, what is up, buddy?
What's up?
How you been, man?
Real good. How are you?
I'm good. I appreciate you coming back and being on the show.
Yeah.
You see who I got with me?
What?
Do you see who I got with me?
Yeah.
Well, all right, y'all talk. Show's yours. Go ahead, Cale.
How was Space Coast? It was good. What'd you finish? I finished first in Honda, first in World, got black flagged in Animal, and I finished fifth in 160. How'd you get black flagged in Animal? My car was terrible, and then I can't really remember. How'd your year go in quarter midgets? Good. What was the trophy like when you won that Bando race? Pretty cool. It was a bull ring. The track was a bull ring. So it's a cool trophy. I saw it. It's really cool. Yeah. Maybe you could win one of those. I want one.
I think Brayden would be able to when he gets in a bandolero. What you think?
Oh yeah. I got a bandolero.
Have you been practicing any?
I haven't gotten the chance to.
Right. Go ahead. You got some questions you asking, buddy?
What's your plan for this year? Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you gonna do this year?
In racing.
Yeah,
in racing.
What kind of races I'm gonna go to?
Yeah.
I'll be. Man, I gotta go back on mine. NASCAR E Series, Dixie Shootout Series, and I'm gonna do some club races. How are you feeling for the Clash coming up? I'm excited, and I forgot one in the summer shootout. What do you like to do Like,
When you're not racing?
yeah, what do you like to do when you're not racing?
Mostly I work on my RC car, or I'm driving my RC car, or I'm just hanging out, doing homework. It's just catching up on school. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, I like working on RC cars too. I got a ton of homework.
Yeah.
What else you got for him?
Have you won any championships? I know you have a couple.
Well, we want to hear what they are.
Yeah, what do they are?
Okay, so I'll start with the club race championships. Junior Honda Summer Series, Junior Animal Summer Series, Junior 160 Summer Series, Junior Animal Championship Series, Junior 160 Championship Series, and that's it for club races championships.
That's a lot.
Dixie Championships, I won my Animal Championship in 160, and I didn't win any national championships. I actually tied 160, but they gave me second.
What was it like to tie in a championship?
I was excited, but then I was just mad. I don't know why I was mad.
Because you wanted to win, right? You wanted to be the...
Yeah.
You always want to win.
Yeah, he didn't want to tie. That's like winning the national championship in college football when who was it? Colorado and somebody tied the last time this happened in college football. But yeah, and that's as a team, but as this being an individual sport, as far as the driver goes, y'all don't know there's a team involved. In y'all's case, mostly your parents, but it's I get what you're saying, Brayden. Get what you're saying. Go ahead. Floor's yours, buddy. This is yours. You're the host of this segment.
When are you gonna start doing bandos?
2 weeks a week.
Do you think, for me, it was weird having a spotter because that, and I get to talk to my two other people because it's just weird. Like in quarter midgets, you don't get to talk to people. You only have like the race director and all that stuff.
Right, it's so dumb. I don't know why you can't talk back.
That's
to
what I'm
people.
saying. It's weird. It's also weird having a pace car just following around.
Yeah.
How did you adapt to that, Cale?
What? Which one?
How first let's talk how did you adapt to having someone in your ear? And let me back up. Who was your spotter?
Tucker Myers, the best spotter. Number one spotter.
Good boy, Tucker Myers.
Hold on. We got to hold on here.
Tucker Myers is a good boy.
What is he?
The number one spotter.
He's a good boy. Tucker's a good boy. Well, I ain't even going to ask how that come about. Now, let's just talk about Brayden real quick. When he goes to that next level, I think, Cale, Brayden, I think his dad, Brian, would probably be his spotter since Brian was such an awesome super late model racer. What is that? Do you think so, Brayden? Dad would be in your ear? Surely
Yeah.
not your mom, right?
I think Dad would be my spotter. Mama and Dad, pretty much, actually.
Yeah. Now, I said that like that, but not that your mama couldn't be a spotter because she's been around this a long, long time too as well.
Wasn't my mom my spotter? My mom was a spotter for my grandpa.
See? There you go. What do you think about that, Cale?
That's good. I also had Blaze Brinkley helping on my banda. He made a really good car.
Yeah.
I think if I wouldn't have him, I don't think we would have won.
Right.
He made that car really good.
That's good. That's
and
good.
He was also on the radio sometimes. He was also my spotter.
Right. Brayden, do you have any questions for Cale?
Yeah, Cale, how many bando races have you won?
One so far and one race. My
How
first
many
race.
How many quarter midgets?
Too many. Probably not as much as you though.
I don't know about that.
Well, I started at 5, so
I started at 5, yeah.
I got a ton of national wins. I got Cotton Classic. I
I've
got
never.
got a Darlington win. It's hard to count, but I only got one track championship. Was junior animal.
What series?
Dixie.
Yeah. I love the Dixie tracks. They have such good. The trophies are amazing. Like
Yeah.
the astronauts, the guitar, the Ferris wheel, the everything. It's just, man.
I've always wanted the guitar, but never got the chance. I came close to it, but I think
Y'all-
it's good to have that experience if you're going to a next step.
Is this not great? I am just sitting here. I see Carly Bassett, Ronnie Bassett Jr.'s wife is watching. Carly, could you imagine your two boys being on here? We're going to have them on. I'm telling you, them two are a hoot. That's funny. That y'all are doing great. Yes, Tiffany, they are look, Miss Tiffany said they are precious. All right, sorry I interrupted you two. Y'all carry on. You two, go ahead, go.
I don't know.
Just talk. Brayden, y'all talk to each other. I want y'all. This is about. See, for those of y'all that's never watched this show, and I know most have, we do this every show. Not every show, maybe like every show. We try to have our Cam's Corner brought to you by Pulliam's Hotdogs and Barbecue. This segment is where we feature kids, boys, girls, anybody. It don't matter. From like if they want to come on and they're 3, they can, and they can talk and they race from 4 all the way to 15 and sometimes even 16 years old. So that's what this segment is about. I'm very adamant about pushing kids in racing, and I feel like this is part of what helps Cale and helps Brayden as they grow into the series and become drivers. Not only these two kids, y'all, as you can already tell, great drivers, but at the end of the day, this is an important part, as Messer tell you, and a lot of y'all know, this is being able to talk to a camera. See, a lot of y'all see, if y'all see Cale, like he's doing, he's looking up there. We have a big screen up there. And so I want to try to teach him, don't look at the screen, because I know he wants to see his buddy up there, but he has to look at that camera. So there's little things like that we hope we can help these kids with. But they're really doing great. Y'all are getting some good comments.
Tucker just commented, my driver.
Oh, Lord. Tell Tucker, hey, tell him how much you appreciated him. Yeah. Tucker's a good boy. All right. Well, y'all go ahead. We got.
Do you plan on racing any bandos this year?
Yeah, I'll race. I'll race the whole summer shootout, and I'll race some week.
What's your plans for quarter midgets this year?
Probably do like what races I'm gonna be at.
Yeah, like
I'll probably won't do all the nationals. Like I probably won't do I definitely won't do Washington. Are not things off my top of my head. I probably won't do Minnesota because it's a hard no to Washington. Just no. I probably won't do Minnesota. I'll probably do all the other nationals except for never gonna. Are we going to Watkins Glen this year? No, we normally never go to Watkins Glen.
what's your favorite quarter midget track or track in general?
Probably Sonoma because it was cool because there was it was something different. Like it was mountainy. It was on an angle like this. It was just different. It's not a circle track. It's a road course. I just like Sonoma.
What's your favorite NASCAR track?
What do you mean, like to watch?
Yeah, or just like go to.
I've never been to a NASCAR race except for at Charlotte. Probably the Charlotte Roval I watch most.
I'm gonna teach these kids sign language one day. I just wrote language.
This is a well-planned produced show.
What's your favorite NASCAR driver?
Probably Kyle Larson.
I knew it.
Boo. I'm joking.
Hey,
He's a good driver.
We just had a really good question in the comments from Justin Long. Have either one of you sneezed while racing?
A ton of times.
That happened once.
Got all over my visor.
That dang Justin. I used to ask that to everybody. Have you really, Cale?
No.
I can't see. Wow. And you sneeze too, Brayden?
Yeah, and about that, about not being able to see sneezing, I was in my world, my glasses fogged up, and then my glasses, it like went to the air, to the visor. I can't see anything driving my world, blind driving my world around the track.
Oh, me.
And then I'm getting out of the car like, I couldn't hold the checkered flag going around winning, like.
That's too cute. That is too cute. Who's there with you, Brayden?
It's my mom.
Yeah. Tell her I said hey. Hey, Christy.
Hi.
There she is. So, you ready? So we're going to say goodbye to Brayden.
No.
Well, I know, but we got Ronnie Bassett coming on, and you're going to sit in with me, and you're going to talk to Ronnie like you did with Brayden, and because he loves kids too. But I want you to get Brayden to thank all his family, friend, and sponsors. So I want you to get him to do that. Tell him.
Yeah, what's all your sponsors and like who supports you?
Hoosier and Flash and Ultimate Quartership. And definitely my dad and definitely my mom and my sister for being a sister.
Both of y'all, Alicia James, y'all know who that is. She said that to tell Colt and Brayden that Case says hey to both of y'all. Okay.
Hey, Case.
Hi, Case.
Well, all right. Well, you did a good job, Brayden. I love having you on. I will be back in touch with your mom. We'll have you back on again throughout the race season. I want everybody to know how both of you kids are doing. I thank you for being on, and that's we're good, right?
Yeah.
Tell your buddy.
you.
Tell your buddy bye.
Bye.
Bye, Cal. Thanks.
See you,
Yep.
buddy. Thank you again, Brayden. All right, now you ready to say this?
Yeah. I want to interview Chase
Chase who?
Robertson.
Oh my. He's getting a little confident. I like it. We're getting somewhere, Mom and Dad, right? We're getting somewhere. Okay, that is a deal. You got it. That can be easily handled. We might even get him to call in tonight. Do you want him to call in tonight? Would that be all right?
Chase is watching.
Well, Chase Robertson, there you go. We'll wait after we do JJ. Chase, if you would please call in. This young man right here wants to interview you, so we'd like to hear from you, Chase, later in the show. Give him the number, Messer. All right, look at that camera, right? And tell him, point at the camera, point at it. Say, y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Bam. We kind of threw a fast one on Messer. You should have said that on the air. If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam's. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue has been in business since 1910, which makes them part of the fabric of the Triad area, and their recipe hasn't changed in 114 years. Same barbecue, same slaw, same hot dogs. Pulliam's is located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, and their hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Come chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with family and friends at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Take you through the night.
Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We're coming to you live from the Choice Tire Automotive Studios. Our co-host tonight, Miss Sydney, has the night off, and my co-host is Cale Weavil, 12 years old. Just turned 12. Like, it was the 12th of February? Yeah. Okay, so we got Ronnie Bassett fixing to come on, but tell him what you're going to do later in the show. What are you going to do?
What's that mean?
Tell him what that says.
Let Cale give away 50s to 21 caller?
All right, so y'all heard that. On behalf of Choice Tire and Automotive, tonight at some point, it will be the 21st caller. Somebody tonight, see, that's why you don't go nowhere, because you can win $50 cash, like Dustin Marshall. Dustin Marshall
is not allowed to call in.
If he's watching, I'm sorry. I just, you can't.
I'm gonna write down his phone number. Right, I wrote down his phone number. I need to get it. Hang on.
Yep, Dustin Marshall, if Eric Messer sees your number. All right, so we got a good one now. You ready, Cale?
Yeah.
All right, say welcome to the show, Ronnie Bassett Jr.
Welcome to the show with Ronnie Bassett Jr.
Look, I see. Look at there. Who you got there, Ronnie?
What's your name?
Kate?
Do you remember me?
No.
I'm done with you, kid. That's it. I am not.
You got to go.
No.
Who is that?
Chris Carter.
I get to see you this weekend, man. Are you happy? I'm happy I get to see you. Well, you know, I'm not going to interview you then.
Yes, you are.
Ronnie, how's it going, buddy? Everything going all right for you?
It's going good. Been busy a couple of weeks, but we're plugging along and getting ready for this weekend.
Did you get some testing done today?
We did. We got there late yesterday afternoon and stayed till about lunchtime today. So a good day and a half worth of testing, and hopefully got her tuned up for the weekend.
You are always really sporty at New River All American Speedway. What's your overall grade on your car as far as practice goes? And I guess when you get a little practice like this gets in your blood. You've been doing this for a long time, and it's like go time now. How was your overall projection on your practice today?
I think it's pretty good. We were fortunate enough to build a new car over the winter, so it was mainly getting there and making sure we had no issues and getting all the kinks and bugs worked out before the weekend. So, I feel like we made a step in the right direction this winter, making our race cars better, and hopefully that shows this weekend. Like I said, we had a solid, we'll call it 2 days testing. So, like I said, I'm really looking forward to the progress we made, and hopefully it shows on the racetrack.
I think Cale has a question for you. You got a question for Ronnie?
How'd you get into racing?
My dad raced, and luckily enough, when me and my brother were old enough to start racing, he set it aside and he let us race. So, been doing it ever since I was 8 years old.
What was your first car that you got?
A Bandolero.
That's what I'm in now.
Those are some really fun cars.
And tell him what you done in your first race last weekend. Tell
We
him.
went to Wake County and won my first race.
Well, you did better than me because I definitely didn't win my first race.
The Cars Tour, I feel safe in saying you're becoming a seasoned veteran in that tour, Ronnie. It's there's a lot of people that are involved with the Cars Tour, and overall, in my opinion, I think that each year they get bigger and bigger and bigger. What's your expectation of the Cars Tour as a whole for the 2025 season?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like each year the competition's getting stiffer and stiffer. As the entry come out today is 35 cars, and
Wow,
there's 30 cars that could potentially win the race this weekend. So it's tough. When we decided to scale back and go back late model racing, we knew it would be tough. But we wanted to go car store racing because that was where the competition we felt like was. So we're excited to get the year rolling. We're kind of hopefully get to start fresh, I guess you would say. We've had a rough couple years. We run good and then we'll run bad. So the same thing I've been saying from the get go. We just got to be consistent every week, whether that's a fifth or sixth or if we're contender for wins or if it's 10th, just whatever that number is. We got to not tear our race cars up, be able to make them better every week and continue to progress forward.
the people that are involved with the Cars Tour, is Dale Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Justin Marks and Jeff Burton, and then you throw in Carson Elledge. I'm a big Carson Elledge fan, and I've always, before I even met her, Ronnie, I think what made me really, really become a Carson Elledge fan, not only her work ethic, because I've seen what she does at these Cars Tour races the past 2 years, but one night at Millbridge, I watched her race, and man, she is good. I was so amazed at how those little carts and wing carts and how fast they go and how good she was. And that's when she got a lot of respect from me. But to me, this tour, the people they put in these places is, it's second to none, and no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got a bunch of big names for sure, with the ownership group buying in a year or so ago, and it's only getting bigger. There's a lot more eyes on, late model stock racing this day and time than there was 10 or 12 years ago, with flow and that kind of stuff. And like I said, with the names, it brings in a lot more attention. You see people that run well week in and week out get opportunities, but because I think there's just more, like I said, eyes and viewers throughout a car store weekend.
So we all know, and for those of you that don't, unless you've been in a cave and don't know, Keelan Harvick will make his Cars Tour Series debut this Saturday. As y'all just heard, his dad is a part of the ownership group of that series. What, just your opinion, Ronnie, you've been around this race and stuff like this since you was 8 years old. What, pretend like you're Harvick and your kids racing. Can you split being a dad and then being an owner of the series? It's kind of a lot on him, I would think. And then I guess Saturday you turn around and go to Coda and announce a cup race for Fox.
Yeah. I mean, it's gotta be tough. He's definitely on the dad side, I'm sure. And then, I think he's done the right thing by, putting them with the Rackley Ward guys and kind of separating, the owner side and in the series and then a car owner. So, I think it's going to be tough. I'm sure I'll know what that's like probably here in a couple of years. So just to be able to watch your kid, I get nervous with him out riding the ATV on the racetrack that he don't get hurt. So I'm sure he's excited for this next step in his racing career. And I'm sure he'll do just fine with the mentorship of his dad.
You talk about that, and I went to Sonoya, Bubba Pollard and his go-kart track and announced last Saturday. and they had a juice box race. And I cannot for the rest of my life, if anybody says about juice box racing, one of my most favorite interviews ever, Ronnie Bassett, was with your boy. Remember that? And I took y'all, he had both hands on that wheel and he had his helmet on and he had his teeth. And I was like, "You ready, boy?" Yeah. I mean, it was so great. And so I talk about that interview. And so just, you watch them at like what we're talking about the last time that we were at New River All American together. I announced that race I don't remember who raced, but anyway, I sat on the microphone after I talked to him, for you and Carly, and so it begins. And that right there was a beginning of probably going to be a long career.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also are going to be doing it again this weekend, aren't we? Who's going to be racing? We got another juice box race prior to the car store race, so we'll be out on the front stretch again this weekend.
That's going to be fun. That is going to be so fun. There's nothing that now that what they done at this track, they let them race around that whole go-kart track. And I told Bubba and them how they done it, how Tanya and Anthony done it at New River, on the front. And I think that just makes it better when you make that front how they did with the cones. So
yeah, it allows all the family and friends to be able to be right there up close and personal to watching their kids be able to do, like mine, do things for the first time. So that was cool, and we're looking forward to doing it again this weekend. We put some practice in, so hopefully it pays off. We're going to do it. We're going to do it right.
That's last year, 2024 season. Ronnie Bassett, you finished, I think, 12th in the points, something like that. How cool would it be for you, your wife Carly, your dad, your brother, everybody involved with your racing throughout the years? How cool, and what it would mean to Ronnie Bassett Jr. to win a Cars Tour championship?
It would be pretty cool. It would mean a lot. Like I said, the competition level is just so stout, and it's only getting tougher. There's, like I said, there's multiple cars that can win week in and week out, and it would just be, we were fortunate enough to be in the right spot at the right time last year and get a win at Hickory. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't been that emotional in a very long time, and it was nice to, my kids haven't seen me win races. We've been fortunate through the years to win races, and it's nice to have my wife and kids and, my whole family there to witness that. We just need to go out and be able to do it the right way, I guess you would say, and get a win and just be able to celebrate with our whole family.
Cale, what you got for Ronnie, buddy?
What's this like going into this weekend like?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a little nerve-wracking, to be honest with you. There's, like I said, it's the first race of the year. You want to show up as prepared as you can, and honestly, it sets the precedent for the whole year. You go and have a good run, it gets everybody excited for the year. But if you go and struggle, it kind of hurts your feelings a little bit, to be honest with you. So you work all winter to prepare your cars, and hopefully you did enough to be in contention.
Anything else?
I think it's like always good to have a good race at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it makes your crew guys excited, and it just keeps the momentum rolling throughout the year. And we just, like I said, you put so much work in over the winter time to make your cars better, and that first race shows where you stack up with everybody.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
You good? Ronnie, hold on. Yep. Yeah, ask him that. There you go.
Any advice for me?
Just keep on keeping on. Don't stop. There's, I've been through a bunch of hurdles my racing career, and, it feels like it's always the end of the road. We just got to keep on pushing on and never stop. If it's your dream to keep racing, you'll just keep racing.
It's good stuff, ain't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more bad days than good days in racing, unfortunately.
And that, you know what? As sad as it is, it's the truth. There's a lot of disappointment, but there's a lot of happiness. And, his mom and dad are right here. And it's, as you're that's one thing I love about the Bassetts is any race that I've been to that y'all are there, it's the family. It's everybody. And it's the same way with Cale and his parents. And that's one thing about racing, Ronnie, that I think sticks out from other sports. I know parents support their kids, but the go-kart race I went to, at a go-kart track, I'm like, there's ninth cousins sixth cousins, fifth cousins, uncles, aunts, great uncles, 90-year-old grandmas. You know, it's just crazy to me. Not crazy, that ain't a good word. It's very. I don't even know the word I'm trying to think of. I love seeing family at these racetracks. I think a lot of people that are on the outside looking in doesn't realize how family-oriented racing is.
Yeah, and honestly, that's why I like the short track world. You know, at the end of the day, you know, my kids and my wife get to be in the trailer, you know, the whole entire weekend. And, you know, if I'm going to be gone and spend time away from home, it's nice to have, you know, them with me. And, you know, my parents get to come and bring their kids and my brothers. And it's just like I said, everybody gets to be around and there's no limitations to where, you know, the kids can be. And it's like I said, if you're going to be away from home, it's nice to be able to have your family with you.
Messer, did you know that one of the best co-hosts I've ever had to sit in a chair with me is that guy on that video screen right there?
Is that really?
Ronnie Bassett sat in here with me, and it was a great show. He makes a great co-host. Excuse me. But we got to get you back in here to sit with me, Ronnie, and do a show with me. I really enjoyed it. It was like John Boy, you know, his insight on a race car is just, you know, he can answer questions that I can't answer or you can't answer. And so that was pretty good. Cale, you got anything else? Do you have any advice for Ronnie for this weekend? Give him your advice, bud.
Yeah, give me some advice. I need to know how to get back to victory lane.
Don't give up.
That's good. That's good.
Even if you're last, still keep trying. You never know.
Definitely keep that in mind.
Hey!
What?
What do you... What'd you have for supper tonight, man?
Bagel bites.
Yeah.
And ice cream.
Oh, ice cream. You had to have that ice cream, didn't you, buddy?
Yep.
So we're carbing up for the juice box race.
Yep.
I hope you win.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, as always, Ronnie, I appreciate your time, man. If you will, take this time to thank family, friends, and sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I mentioned my wife. She keeps his family under control while I'm gone, and my mom and dad for, you know, supporting this dream I've had as a kid, and you know, all the sponsors we got: Bessemer Tire and Auto, Affordable Heating and Air, Rex Yard Galleries, Bassett Gutters and more. Just, you know, everybody. There's a lot of people that put you know, time and effort into our program, and to make sure we're as best prepared and the best we can be week in and week out. Hopefully we're just good enough this weekend.
Good deal. I wish you nothing but the best. That's where I'll be this weekend. So I'll see you Friday, bud.
Sounds good. We appreciate it.
See you, man.
I see you.
All right. Tell everybody bye.
Okay.
Tell them bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Thank you, Ronnie.
See y'all. Thank you.
I'm just going to let the kids just start doing this show. I'm very much considering doing the, you know, if we, in the next month or so, having it to where it's nothing but the kids. Could you see us at a table, 4 microphones, me and 3 kids, and you, Messer?
Oh, yeah.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like the head dog.
I won't say that much.
Why? You'd be the one with all the experience. As a matter of fact, I'll sit over there with mom and dad and let Messer kind of just.
I say we let all the kids do it.
That's what I'm saying. I'll just step out and give 4 microphones and let you kids do it. Who would you want to be on if that was the case? Who was 3 kids that Cale Weavil would pick to be on Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services at the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios? Who would you pick?
I pick all my friends.
We said 3, boy.
I don't know. Too many to pick.
Okay, you can't think of 3. Mm-mm. All right, let's do this. Here's what we're gonna do.
I don't have any best friends. They're all
you
my
don't.
Best friends. Well, like you got friends out of the car, but when it comes to being in the car, there's no friends out there.
No friends. No friends on the track, is it?
No.
No. It don't matter if y'all ate ice cream together 20 minutes ago. He is not your friend.
Mm-mm. Out of the car, he is, but.
Right. Are you scared to move somebody for a win?
Oh, no.
Maybe.
No.
No. You gonna just let them make it?
I moved one of my friends out of the way on last lap.
Did you?
One of my friends, Henry Albright.
Yeah, and you won?
Yeah, it was my first senior Honda race. I just bumped him coming. I didn't mean to bump him that hard.
Describe a bump there, kiddo. What's a bump? Like
a pass.
Like the bump and run? Like, did you bump him when he go up?
Yeah.
Classic.
I didn't try to wreck him. But.
Reminds me of Bubba Gale. Yeah, that's good. There's that's part of it. I mean, as you grow up, it ain't something you like. I want to teach my kid to move him all the time, but I mean, you've made a lap at Bowman Gray, right?
Yeah, a couple.
What? See, he's made laps at Bowman Gray. So, I mean, what if you end up racing there? You're definitely going to have that theory, and it's part of racing there. You're going to have to move people to get by them.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I don't know, the way that outside grew, I'm hoping that outside, I know it won't be the same for our guys, but I'm still hoping that there's a...
I think the Smart Tour should go back to Bowman Gray for there.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you talk to Chris Williams about that when he comes on. He's up next. How about that? All right, tell everybody what we're fixing to do.
Commercial break.
Point, tell them.
Don't go anywhere. I'll be back.
Ever Ready Mix Concrete has been in business for 40 years, and they can handle any and all of your concrete needs, whether big or small. They can do it all. Located at 2000 Old Highway 421 East in Yadkinville, North Carolina, Ever Ready Mix Concrete, they're family owned and operated, and for a free quote, give David Adams a call at 336-961-6688. At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store. Stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them old CC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter. Presented by J&T Services. We're live from the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. Cale, here's what I want you to do now. Remember what we talked about a while ago?
What?
We talked about
a lot.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, buddy. All right, so let's get, Chris ain't on yet?
He just called in.
Okay. All right, well, then we'll skip that. We'll do that later in the show. Tell everybody real quick, they have to stay tuned because you're going to be giving away how much?
$50 to the 21st caller.
And that's going to be on behalf of who?
Choice Tire Automotive.
There you go. All right. Well, let's just welcome
If you need
it.
tires, go to there.
That's right. Tell them one more time.
If you need tires, go to Choice Tire and Automotive.
Get y'all heard that. All right. I'm ready. So you ready? Chris Williams, you're on the air. How you doing, buddy?
What are you doing, bud?
Man, I'm sitting here. Chris, I've got a 12-year-old as my co-host today, Cale Weavil. Man, Chris, he had his first Bandolero race at Wake County Saturday. Tell Chris what you done, Cale.
Went to Wake County and won my first race in a bando. First race ever.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a great way to start.
Chris, the 2020, what is this, 5 years now that you've been at the top of the reign here for the Smart Tour? We're going another year for the Smart Tour, and everything it keeps growing and growing and growing. And the first race of the season this Saturday at Florence Motor Speedway. Are you ready, bud?
I'm very looking forward to getting the season kicked off. A lot of exciting stuff that's happening. Not that this is going in our 5th year, but it continues to get a lot of momentum. That's not only from the teams, sponsors, but just the community in general. The racing is superb. It's going to be extremely good again this year, especially with the field that, looks like it's coming together. I'm ready to go down there and honor Zach Brewer and the memory he meant to so many different people. And, it's just hard to believe it's been a year. It's just crazy. But we look forward to going down there. Zacharias and them's got some things planned for the show to and honor him. And we miss him. And, we want to continue to make sure that we don't forget the people that's been in our sport historically. We try to do things 4 times a year, for the people in the sport. But these memorials and these races that we do, we cherish those memories. So we're looking forward to getting this one kicked off for sure Saturday.
No, I do want to, and that was you kind of covered and opened up the door for my next little bit I wanted to talk about, and that is Zach Brewer. First off, I want to thank you and everyone involved for thinking about him and his wife Kim, his daughter Avery, and of course his dad. That's a big deal to me personally because Zach was a very good friend of mine. When I had that old hot dog cart, Zach Brewer loved some CC's dogs, and during that time we got to be pretty close. And I've always he was something he wasn't never short on words. And for you, Chris Williams, and the people involved with the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic, I do want to thank y'all on behalf of Talking Circles, Chris Carter, myself, and Messer over there. Thank y'all for doing this. I know it means a lot to his family as well.
It means a lot to a lot of people. He had a lot of relationships, in the racing industry, Dale Jr. and a bunch of others. And, when we announced it, a lot of people was very thankful that we were recognizing his contribution to the world of racing and just what he meant to a lot of people outside the racing. It just doesn't, fall into when he sat beside or behind a steering wheel. It's what he's done for a lot of other folks. And, Kim and Avery and Doug and everybody, I mean, we can't take the place of those guys from the memory standpoint of what they've cherished and what they go through. But, what we do, we can hang on to all those memories that we love. And that's what we're doing. We're loving to carry on the tradition that, he sparked when he got to the racetrack. He was fiery. We all know it. It's fine. We're all competitors. That's what we do when we get behind the wheel. And, we honor those guys because, they entertained us one way or form or another. And, we cheered. Sometimes we booed. That's the way life is. Everybody can't like the same one. But when you have a person of that kind of caliber that leaves us way too early, we can't forget what they've done. And he helped promote the Smart Modified Tour, run for the Hillbillies, and it was very fiery there. And had some great times. And at the end of the day, I respected him a lot and respected what he brought to the table. And we need those kind of fiery entertainers in the sport, and somebody that was a good wheel man, and that's what he represented. And a lot of people's reached out. I know Zacharias had a great relationship with him, and it's time to honor him. And we're gonna put on a great race for him, just like he would want to do it: fiery, competitive, fast, and furious. And that's what we're gonna do.
So since you used the word fiery 4 times, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but now it's funny. I was announcing at Carter. That was actually the race that I got to. I think it was Brent. No, it wasn't. Anyway. I'm down there on pit road, actually helping y'all out that race with some trackside pit announcing, and Zach was involved with an incident. I wasn't going to talk about this, but you know what? It's funny now, and I can't even remember the driver. But
I'm pulling it up. I was there too. I'm just talking about.
So, who was the driver? Coulter?
I think so.
It was Coulter.
Hang on.
Yeah, Chris just.
It was Coulter. It was Coulter. I know every aspect of this moment from top to bottom. had a lot of conversation, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't know this. I mean, Zach told me and JB when we sat him down and talked to him even after the race, about the what transpired and what else. He said, now that I've had 30 minutes to think about it, I was probably in the wrong. He said, but I felt like at the time I needed to get my point across, and that's the only thing I knew what to do. And I said, Zach, I got it, but we can't be going on a racetrack and pulling out, stuff from the car and this, that, and other. And I said, there's consequences. He said, well, everything I get, I deserve. I mean, he was very open about it.
Yeah,
he didn't hide it. Now, he was fiery that he wanted to get his message across, and he felt like he needed to. And I got it. But, that whole situation created stuff that, we have to manage as a series. But he was very, very gracious about it. He never complained about it. I mean, when he said, "Look, I know what you got to do. I don't like it, but I know I got to be suspended for a while." But he was very open. He said, "But I needed to get my point across." And that's why I say fiery. You knew what you were getting with him, and that's why David and them loved to race with him. That they knew they were going to get all they can get from him. That's why people gravitated towards him, because they knew he wore it on his sleeve. At the end of the day, that's what people appreciate in the competition side that you don't hide from. And, it was a very memorable night, and one that I won't ever forget, but I will tell you, he was very humble, but he was also understanding that he got his point across, and he was going to deal with the consequences, one way or the other.
So real quick for the people that wasn't there, Messer just showed a 3 pictures, kind of like a little frame deal of what happened. Tell them what he done real quick, Chris.
What's time?
At Carteret. At Carteret.
Look, it was a pretty bad wreck. I mean, it was a pretty tough situation. I think 02 kind of got under him. They got together. We won't say if it's anybody's fault,
right,
of that nature, but he destroyed a race car. I mean, David Hill's car was destroyed.
Yep.
And when you get the car destroyed, I mean, you want to have a conversation with that other person, but we had to red flag it, double hook it off. There's all kinds of stuff that was going on, and he was, coming down pit road and looking for somebody to explain. And basically halfway down pit road, he decided that, if I'm out of the race, I'm going to make Coulter out of the race. And so he basically jumped across the wall during the red flag, went out there and pulled the ignition box wires out. JB come out of the grandstand, grabbed him, tried to get him back. And of course, once a reaction has a situation happen, the Coulter's group got a little perturbed and, confrontation and stuff. And, it was things happened. I won't get too deep into the rest of it.
Right.
But, it was fiery. It was the heat of the moment, which we all have, and we're just trying to cool our heads, try to prevail, just sit down, let everybody talk it out. And it was uncomfortable for a while, but at the same time, he told me, I just want to get my point across, and he got it across, and probably in the wrong way, which he admitted it. But at the same time, I mean, I get it. I've seen Rusty and Earnhardt. I've seen other people, Harvick. I've seen other people want to get their point across and have a conversation. If you went out there and had a conversation, it'd be different. But once you take, into your hands to be the deciding factor of changing somebody else's, race, then that's where the line was crossed. But he knew it. He agreed to it. He was very, very humble that I did what I thought I needed to do, not the right decision, but at the end of the day, it's over now. So that's what happened.
Yeah, that was. We're looking through some of the pictures here. That was one heck of a hit he took on the inside wall.
Yep.
I think it even cracked the concrete.
It did. It did
when he made that hit. So.
Oh yeah, he hit ton.
I want to talk real quick about an announcement that was made. Slate Myers is going to be racing in the Smart Tour this year. He's going to have his uncle Jason as the crew chief. Me personally, Chris Williams, I never did see that type of an announcement coming. Usually we'll hear bits and pieces, and if those bits and pieces was out there, Chris Carter missed it. I I think this is really interested to see Slate doing a full season with Jason as his crew chief.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that anybody kind of seen it coming, but I think that there's variations of what the teams are trying to do right now. I don't think honestly, the little conversation I had with Jason's not going anywhere. I think Jason's going to pick and choose where to drive and some other things going on, but that's not for me to say or forthcoming. But I'm glad to see the 4 out there at a consistent level. I'm glad to see the Myers car. Gary is the only car that I'm aware of that's been to every Smart Modified race since its existence, is the 4 car. And so it's great to see that thing continuing the legacy that Gary has put out there. It's great to see Slate's progression. He's going to be one great kid that has an opportunity to showcase their talent in the series. There's going to be about 6 rookies this year. This is the year not to pick the rookie of the year. I mean, it's going to be very competitive in the series. And I don't know if I've ever seen 6 rookies in one series.
That's a lot,
at one given time. But I'm glad to see Slate progressing in his racing career. I'm glad to see that announcement coming out, and hope a lot of success that Slate grows and is very competitive as he progresses in the modifieds.
Chris, my co-host, 12-year-old Cale Weavil, wants to. I want to include him in on this. I'm trying to train these kids right, Chris Williams. They never too young to get in front of a camera or their buddy.
That's right. Every opportunity they get is going to benefit. So let him do what he does best.
All right,
Ask me a question.
Go ahead, Cale.
I think we should have a 602 mod tour with the Smart Tour.
So are you asking him? You want to know if that's possible?
Yeah. It's been a very lengthy conversation of the progression of what Smart will do next. I'm trying to get my hands wrapped around what we're doing now. I just had a conversation today with a lot of other individuals. Our sport has grown in 5 years, and we've got to walk before we can run. And there's some great ideas coming down the pipe of what the tour is capable of doing. 602 has been brought up multiple times. I'm going to kind of leave it at that, but talk a little bit about our progression, because, 5 years ago, we started with 4 races. We probably had 4 people that really could run and dominate. We moved into the next few years. We had probably 8 that could win. And, 5 years later, we got 18 to 20 cars that can win our race. And we were kind of buttoned up in the very beginning. We were trying to get everybody to the racetrack. We were trying to be open as much as possible. Everybody was just looking for a place to run. A few short years, 21 and 22, we got sophisticated. And what I mean by that is we got to the point where we became a professional league. Right. And with that professional league comes professional decisions. And with that professional decision, what you get is you have to be buttoned up that, how it all started. I needed a director. I needed a inspector. We were kind of doing that off the cuff. Not that we were doing anything wrong, but we were taking on a lot of that responsibility. Great people that was doing it, but everybody didn't want me to be judge, jury, and prosecutor. And so, the teams got together. It's like, if we're going to go to the next level, we got to start, running. So we went out and, put some people in play that had credibility and stuff. And, then the rules started getting a little bit stricter, and the processes started getting a little bit stricter. And, and then what happens after that, once you become a full-blown league, then everybody starts ratting on each other. And you're like, well, you can't let this one get by with this. You can't let that one get by with that. Yep. And, you know what I'm saying? And so in 5 short years, we've become a professional league that has taken a little bit of growing pains, but we're trying to do it the right way. And now that we've got it to a certain level of the checklist of the 12 things that I put in play 5 years ago, we've pretty much done 11 and a half of them. The next thing that I'm working on, and I'm actually working on a presentation right now, is to drive more money into the sport. It's tough. People really, to these racers and these people out there that's doing those presentations and sitting in front of the sponsors that's trying to figure out how to generate dollars to pay for their passion, it gets more and more difficult. Those sponsors have got to have a committed investment into it of their region and everything else, and they got to get to know that individual. And when they do, they're hooked. But getting them to that point, becomes extremely difficult. And so, we did a class a few years ago about what the car means to sponsors, what it means to the driver. Each quarter panel's worth X, each C-post worth X, back TV panel's worth X, and you have to create it as a pure business. And if you don't go into it as a business atmosphere, and sometimes you have to get a marketing company to help you do that. Sometimes you're good enough to do that because there's some people that can talk and do those things. But, presentation is everything. And then once you get the presentation and the commitment, then you got to go out and you've got to win. You got to perform to keep it. And it's tough. People don't realize how it is just in any type of the sponsorship dollar, because everybody's fighting for that space, to create enough money to just continue what they do. They're not trying to make money. They're just trying to continue what's been, built into them. And it's a tough situation. So we're looking at expanding something in the near future, not today. But I think the 602 would be a really asset to the Smart Modified Tour, because you have to look at the big picture. You got teams that's already coming and running a Smart, so they can be running 602s at the same time. You need some money to do that. You just can't do it on a shoestring budget of $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 to get the purses a little bit better. You got to be careful of how you manage tires, sales and stuff. You got to make sure the motors are compatible. You got to have probably a true crate motor that's sealed to do it right. But there's a lot of moving parts to it. But I'm not saying it's not in the future.
You're talking about selling sponsorship and what have you. At the end of the day, I try to tell everybody now, not you, of course, because you've been doing this a long, long time, is in today's world, 3 and 4 pages of proposals and all is out the door. They want a 1 page, no more than 2. And the main thing they want to know is Chris, or let's just pretend like Chris Williams in his modified is, Mr. Williams, why should I give you $30,000 to be on your race car? What do I get out of it? And at the end of the day, I know that you got to explain why you should spend that $30,000 on this open wheel modified. Somebody can nail that and tell them the bang for the buck. It sounds easy, but it's not, as you said. I'm gonna let him ask one more question to you, Mr. Chris, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, fine. It's perfect.
I think the Smart Tour should go to Bowling Gray. Put it on the calendar.
Well, I do too. I've been working on it. I've been, I've talked to Gray about it multiple times. They don't really need us there. We would love to run there and put on a show that I know we would not only pack the house, but I think the show would be wonderful with our format that we do. And I know NASCAR is involved, and I know that they're looking at different things, and they've done a really good job with the Clash. I think it was superb. I think that they moved the people in and out. It was in a region that loves racing, which is Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and Charlotte. I would love to be there. I would love to do it. I don't think it'll happen right now anytime soon, but never know. I'm hearing rumors that, the Wheeling Tour may be there next year, so some of our guys will be able to compete in that. So we'll see if those rumors are true.
Well, if you would, please tell everybody what you got going on, where you're going to be at, and the good info that everybody listening can know.
Oh, yeah. We start the season off at Florence, kind of traditional to be in a warmer climate. Supposed to be 70 degrees Saturday. That's going to be superb. Look forward to the Zach Brewer Memorial. We will race there. We'll turn around, head out to Anderson the next week. First time there, which is going to be superb. I think it's going to be interesting to see how these guys compete down there at that racetrack. I know it's been a long time since the Modified's been on there. That'll be really fun. Scott Childress and the guys been working with us extremely well to put that on the 8th. We have a week off for the 15th, and then we'll go into the King of the Modified, which is rapidly becoming one of the biggest modified races on the East Coast anywhere. I'm working on sponsorship for that. We'll release some information on the format, what we're going to do with the race there, with the sponsorship and everything else. So I'm really, really keen on what that King of the Modified is going to be. We'll leave there, have a week off. Learned last year you can't have a race after the King of the Modified with the destruction that we had.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take a week off and go to Orange County. Love going to Orange County. Good racing down there for us. First week of April, and then April 12th we'll round out the first little part of the season at Hickory. Hickory is a mainstay. People love going there. The drivers love the racetrack. Tire consumption, is key there, but it always ends up being a great race. And then we take about a month off before we go to Franklin County. So the season's going to be rapid. It's good. We've got a few new tracks with Anderson. Trying to get the Lonesome Pine for the third or fourth year in a row. Maybe we'll get that thing in, and we have the mainstays coming with Caraway and Dominion and so on. But we've had a lot of people look to want to race with us, and also want us to come race. I mean, I'm at the verge. We got to be real careful how far we travel outside the Winston-Salem area. But when we've had, Pensacola and Winchester, and we've had Nashville and Kingsport. We've had a lot of places that really want to race us, and I've got to keep everything intact about how far we travel and when we travel and how we do it. But a lot of people is interested in the Smart Modified Tour being there. I mean, the tour is the drivers are competitive, the cars are sexy, fast, and our racing is really competitive. So I'm really looking forward to the season. Pace-O-Matic's returning. We'll be announcing a couple of new sponsorships next week. So right now there's a lot of momentum going. There's a lot of interest, and I hear it from the guys up north probably more than anybody, and I hear it from Flo. We're doing extremely well. A lot of watches, a lot of people attending our tracks. That combination, makes it exciting to have people interested in the Smart Modified Tour come to their facility. I tried to do a few more. I tried to do some tracks that a lot of people's asked me to do. We couldn't work it out this year. Maybe next year we'll try to do that. But, we like going to a couple different places a year, to showcase our drivers and our teams. And it's pretty exciting right now.
Looking forward. I hope that there is a huge turnout at Florence Motor Speedway for the Smart Modified Tour for the Zach Brewer Memorial. I'm excited. I want to once again thank y'all for doing this. I hope y'all have a great turnout. I know Kimberly will be excited about being there, and Avery and Zach's dad. So looking forward to seeing everybody, and I appreciate you being on, my friend.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all having us. I think it's going to be great. Weather's going to be great. So if you can make it, come on. If not, you'll watch it on Flow, and we'll be streaming on that. But appreciate everybody listening.
Thank you, buddy. See you, Chris.
All right, man. All right, bye.
The Zach Brewer Memorial Smart Modified Tour. It is a cool way to honor our buddy. I sure miss him, man. It's hard to believe it's been a year. That's just mind-boggling to me. All right, point that finger and tell them what's up.
Don't leave. We'll be back.
Catching scars. I'll brush you up just like the dust upon my shoulder.
People can trust me me to detail their vehicles because I've been doing it for years. I've worked on stuff from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000, but at the end of the day, you still gotta live up to the same standard. I put love and care into every vehicle. I just want to make sure my customer's happy because I like getting everything. I mean, every crack, every cranny, anything I can get. I really just want it to be squeaky clean. I know how I want my ride to look like at the end of the day, and I should do the same thing to yours.
Hey, my name is Cale Weavil. Welcome to Weavil Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter. How do you go, Messer? Messer has got us some we have to do uncopyrighted, royalty-free music, and I think he's done an excellent job. Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter, brought to you by J&T Services, and we are live from the Choice Tire Automotive Studios. Go ahead and tell who you want to say hey to.
Chase.
Who did I tell you a while ago? I pointed down here, wanted you to read something. Who was watching?
Oh, my mama and Papa and Merle.
Tell them, oh, hey. Tell them you love them. Tell them, talk to them. They're proud of you, buddy. You've done great. So if you're starting to, let's get back to where our professionalism is. He's getting a little, y'all, I had a Red Bull. Well, they're smaller. I usually drink, and it is sugar-free zero. That's why it's this color. And usually I'll drink a Monster Zero Sugar, the green one. So I got this, something a little different. Actually, Sydney turned me on to these. So I drank this one, and I opened this one, and Cale looked at me and goes, why didn't you get me a Red Bull? But anyway, we do appreciate everybody tuning in. All of y'all that people are commenting all the ways throughout this show and said you're doing great, and you really have, buddy. So to all of y'all, the grandparents and all y'all that are here because of him, we appreciate it very much. And he'll be back. I think he has done fabulous. So we got JJ Dutton. Let me tell you a little bit about him real quick. They're going to have the Dream Fund 50. And they're also, like we are here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter and the Race for Kids Foundation, involved with kids, sick kids, cancer kids. His daughter went through it. And he is the president, CEO of the Dutton Safer Systems, which is a sponsor of this show. So we appreciate JJ. And let's bring him on now, Messer. JJ, what's up, my brother?
Chris Carter, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. Who is that young man right there to our left, to your right? Colton, what's up? Colton, what's up, buddy?
The young shoe right here in Florida right now. We're all trying to get over. He waxed us pretty good Saturday night at the Dave Steele Memorial Race. So I'm sitting on a couch cushion. We're still all hurting pretty good because he put it on a Saturday night.
Messer, didn't you meet Colton with us at
Yeah, I did. He was driving the heck out of that.
Yeah.
I forgot the telehandler.
So we're there, and just how we met JJ, as I explained before, JJ come on there with the Dutton Safer Systems, and Messer said, "You see that guy right there? He's 15 years old. He races too." And I immediately, y'all know me, I'm like, go straight to introduce myself, and Colton tells me a little bit about him, and Colton is definitely going places, and I'm glad to have you on, buddy. So, and JJ told me on the phone today that you waxed them pretty good. How's it feel to beat a bunch of old people?
Oh, we had some pretty stout competition, but it was definitely cool to race against the guys I want to be like when I grow up. Yeah, I'm really excited for this weekend and to race against a great cause.
Once again, y'all, Colton is 15 years old. Y'all see my co-host here, JJ?
I see him. He's doing a fantastic job. It's been exciting watching him tonight.
He's been doing pretty good. He had his first Bandolero race at Wake County last Saturday, and he won. So I'm super proud of him. And we know how we love these kids. So JJ, y'all have a big weekend coming up. First, I want you to do, and you and Colton, y'all can split however you want to do it. But I want our viewers and our listeners to know that what is the Dream Fund, and how did it come about?
Yeah, the Children's Dream Fund 50 is a race we put on for the last couple of years. My daughter, as a bunch of people know, my daughter ended up had Ewing's cancer, and then we beat that and ended up getting leukemia. And the Children's Dream Fund reached out to us when she was at her worst, and they help kids with life-threatening illness and basically when they're down and out, and they need a hand, and they really need a smile on their face. So what they do is they'll send them off if they want a dog, if they want to go see the Northern Lights, if they want to go on a cruise, if they want to go to Disney. And what they do is they send them and their family there cost-free for a whole week, and just let them think about having a good time and enjoy. Just put a smile on their face for a week in between their treatments and things that are going on. And it was very special to me and my family, and what they did for me and my daughter. So we actually, I've been racing sprint cars for almost 30 years now, and we said, hey, let's build a race car to give back to the kids. And so all the earnings from the Children's Dream Fund 50 car, any place at time, it's on the track. Any bit of money it makes, it goes straight back to the Children's Dream Fund. And so we're just blessed and just thank God that he gives us a platform that we can put this on to really help these kids out in the time of need.
That's pretty awesome. That's just, I respect that a lot, because that's what we do here with this show as much as we can, and with the Race for Kids Foundation. Colton, what does it mean to you, buddy? You're 15 years old, but you're a major part of this, of you working with JJ and what have you. What does it mean to you, buddy, knowing that what you're doing out there is helping these kids that are just sick kids?
It means a lot, because I couldn't imagine going through something like that, and especially seeing it from Sadie and being like family to them, and definitely it's like watching a sister go through something you don't want anybody to go through, and it's really sad, and it's definitely good that we can go and actually race for a good prize money, and to race for a great cause, and to raise money for these kids to help them go have fun for a week, and just to get their minds off of it, and just have fun and live their best life.
JJ, I looked at the entry list today on Facebook. Looks like y'all got a lot of heavy hitters coming. A lot of drivers.
Yes, sir. We got some girls in the class. We got Kaylee Bryson, which she's a USAC shoe. She's doing a lot of Trans Am stuff down in Sebring. She actually, I think she's the only girl to ever win a dirt USAC race. Am I right? So. And we got Natalie Waters, and let me tell you what, they are two great gals, and they represent us great, and we're excited to have them. But we got the famous Colton Bettis here. Aaron Willison came from Vancouver, Canada, and let me tell you what, from day one, I called Aaron Willison up, and he won the $50,000 open wheel showdown last year, and I was like, that's my guy. And let me tell you what, he's represented us and my family, and he's family to us now. And we got Jeff Montgomery, the Hurricane. So he brought a Pacific Hurricane to the East Coast. So he's from Vancouver, Canada, and we got Mike Anderson coming from Idaho, and we got Cody Swanson. We got the best in the business this weekend. We got 2 nights, $10,000 to win each night, Friday and Saturday night. And let me tell you what, we are going to put on a show, and we're so looking forward to it. And we're racing for a cause. It is about the race, but let me tell you what, it's tough to get as many sprint cars as we got in the class of field we got in any one place at any one time. And, these people are very personal to me. I call them on the telephone. I go to the tracks and see them. No matter if I get some time, I might fly somewhere. I'm racing with them all over the country. And I ask them, say, hey, man, will you be a part of this race and racing for the cause? And let me tell you what, not one of them barks. They're like, hey, we're in. And Bobby Santos and his owner, Dick Feeler, has really been great to us. And the local Florida guys have been great. And, hey, like I said, the Lord gives us a great platform as being on this show with you tonight to let everybody know, hey, we're here for a cause, and it's we're excited.
Colton, and you're, like I just said 9 times, I'm going to say it again, you're 15 years old and you got a very bright future. What is it like driving these daggum sprint cars with, I guess, like 99.9999999% of the time, there's no lifting?
It's definitely an adrenaline rush like no other car would give you. That's for sure. It's definitely cool to race side by side with the best in the country with open wheels. And you don't have that fender to lean on somebody, and you got to be safe and fast that's for sure. But it's definitely, I love sprint car racing, and I'm so glad that's my path, and what I've went through the ranks or got to the ranks in. I really love racing the sprint car.
He's actually, Chris, the youngest kid that ever has won a sprint car event. He's won non-wing championships.
Yep, non-wing sprint car championships, and a pro late model championship last year.
All in the same year. And let me tell you what, he's a shoe. So if anybody from the Pro Series or anybody's looking for a good shoe, I promise you, there's one in this kid. Look him up, Colton Bettis. He's not one to go wrong.
Okay, I've got it from here. For all those y'all out there listening, any of you car owners or anybody involved, y'all contact Double C Media, Chris Carter, and I am his new agent, Chris Carter, Colton Bettis' agent. And if you'd like to find out how you can be a part of Colton Bettis' career, y'all just get in touch with me. How you like that, Colton?
Yep, sign the contract.
Okay, so what kind of advice does Cale Weavil have for Colton and JJ as they race these high horsepower sprint cars? Cale?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm
Let's
used
hear
to
it.
asphalt.
Huh?
He's got to have something.
Give them something. What do you want? What do you recommend for them to do this weekend?
Never give up, even if you're last.
That's right.
Keep trying.
That's right.
There you go. Well, JJ,
That's right.
JJ, if y'all would please let everybody know where you're racing and what track you're at, and just give everybody the who, what, when, and wheres of this weekend.
We'll be at Citrus County Speedway starting this Thursday, the 27th. We'll be practicing this Thursday. Friday and Saturday night will be the $10,000 a win each night, Citrus County Speedway. So keep your eyes on Pavement Pounders, Colton Bettis Racing, and Citrus County Speedway, and for some results. And this year we wanted to promote the tracks. We wanted the tracks to get it. So we didn't live stream nothing this year. Hey, it's fans in the stands. Let's get back to the track. Let's get there and have a beer, eat a hot dog, and have a great time. And down here, our problem is there's so much live streaming. You don't get the people to show up like you do at a Bowman Gray. And, this weekend we said, hey, we're just going to make it where you want to watch the race, you're going to come and watch. And I think we're going to be pretty successful at it, and that's what brings the families out. The drivers get to do the helmet walk, and that's where we raise the money to give back to the kids. And so we're proud to be, Schultz Fuel Cell Technology is a big sponsor of us this year. And, it's just our sponsors. We couldn't do it without them. We couldn't do it without Citrus County Speedway, and definitely couldn't do it without all these drivers. And like I said, the best in the country is going to be here this weekend, and you do not get nothing on the East Coast where you can get everybody together at one time like this. So we're very excited and looking forward to this weekend.
We'll go back to the beer part. I'll be having apple juice.
Apple juice, applesauce and apple juice.
Yep.
But I got 3 dogs in the hunt. I got I got Aaron Willison is driving my 86 machine this weekend. I got Natalie Waters in my other 86S, the Children's Dream Fund car, and I'm in the new X car, getting her all shook out good. And Colton Bettis, and we got Aaron Pierce with Kaylee Bryson stuff right here in front of us. So let me tell you what, 10,000 on the line. We're gonna put the old rims on, and we're gonna see what we can do this weekend.
Sounds good, guys. Colton, it's so good to talk to you again, buddy. We're going to have you on again, as well as JJ. We're going to keep up with the Pavement Pounders and the Dream Fund and the Children's Dream Fund and what y'all got going on. I really appreciate y'all being on. Colton, I wish you the best, man. I want to get JJ will keep me posted. I know that. Hopefully I can come down and maybe grab a microphone and be a part of this one day. I'd love to do that and watch y'all and hang out.
All right,
sir.
man. We will do that.
Sir, I appreciate you having us on here.
All right. Well, y'all take care. Y'all have a good time this weekend. We'll see you.
Thanks for having us, Chris.
You're welcome, buddy. Bye.
No.
All right. Say when. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Do you have a question for my co-host?
I was just going to tell him congratulations on the big win to start off.
Do you wait? Do you, Cale? Do you know who this is?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Chase.
Chase who?
Robertson.
Did you hear that? He's one. All right, y'all two talk. Go ahead, Chase. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, Cale, so tell me about your weekend.
It went good.
Yeah, I mean,
we got
you won. Where'd you qualify?
Pole.
Or did you qualify?
Yeah.
Where'd you qualify?
First.
First? Oh, so did you lead every lap?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like a pretty good weekend to me.
Yeah. For my first race.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, what do you want to ask Chase? You said you wanted to interview him. This is your time, bud. Go ahead. What kind of questions you got for Chase?
What's your plans for this year?
Well, my plans right now are to race the full-time season at Bowman Gray, and then we're still in the works of some other things after that.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool to be able to talk to your favorite driver, though, ain't it?
Yeah.
You ain't clamming up on me right now, are you? He has done so good the whole show. Wait, hold on.
What?
Read what your mom read. Look.
Steal your spotter. All right, yeah, I stole your spotter. Stole Tucker from you.
Yeah, you did, but it seems like it worked out. Seems like you needed him.
Yeah. He's a good spotter.
Cale, tell me how he did. How did he do?
Good.
He did good.
Yeah.
So I don't need to talk to him or nothing?
No.
Okay. All right. That's good.
How did Cale tell us how did the Tucker Myers being your spotter? How did that come about, buddy? Can you tell us?
I don't know.
Not real sure.
From my dad.
Talk to your dad?
Yeah, he works with Tucker.
Oh, okay. So your dad had a lot to do with that, huh?
Yeah.
There you go. Good deal. Well, do you have anything else that you want to talk to Chase Robertson about? You know, he is a Bowman Gray Stadium 2023 Bowman Gray Stadium Sportsman champion. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing else for him?
Kind of mad that he didn't win last year.
I
The
get it.
All right. Well, look, Cale.
Well, they let Zach Gore drive through the middle of the grass and they didn't call caution.
No way.
Yeah, they let Zach Gore drive just through the grass and no caution.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go silent on this one. Y'all have the floor.
Tell us how you really feel, Kel. They should have called a caution.
Yeah, Kelly. Hey, listen, you can say whatever you want, man. You ain't nothing gonna happen.
So you feel like
That's
when
how you feel. That's how you feel.
right?
I trained Chase pretty well. Shut up.
Yeah, right. No comment. So what you're saying, Cale, is that during that race, Zach shouldn't have been able to cut through the field? Should have been a yellow?
Yeah.
Like NASCAR, throw a yellow.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Look, Blaze Brinkley's watching. You see that right there?
Hey, boys.
You got to look at him and wave. See, you're looking down here. He can't see you down here. You look at that camera and wave and say, hey, Blaze, what's up, buddy? Do it.
So, Cale, I got a question for you.
What?
So tell me what's some differences between, I've never raced a quarter midget, so what are some differences between the quarter midget and the Bandolero? I know you really only have one race on your belt, but what was some, things that stuck out to you?
The quarter midgets were open wheel.
Yeah.
You can't really.
Was the Bandolero like a lot bumpier?
Yeah. Because I'm used to. Yeah. There's no front suspension.
Right. Yeah, I've watched some things, and when you get like at the summer shootout and things going into the corner, you got to wear a mouthpiece with them things.
So, speaking of, there's something that these two, Chase Robertson and Cale Weavil, have in common. They went around Bowman Gray and Bandoleros.
Oh yeah, that's
and sponsor.
Oh yeah, who y'all got as a sponsor to sing?
Jerry Hunt.
Yeah. That's
sure
pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I wish I could say I can remember my first laps in the bando there, but it was many years ago.
Too many head bumps on Chase.
Yeah.
All right, is that it? You have anything else for Chase before we hang up with him? Because I'm sure he was really, really, really busy doing nothing. Nothing else for him?
No.
All right. Well, Chase, this was a pleasant surprise. As always, you've always been a big part of Talking Circles with Chris Carter, and we appreciate that very much here. And thank you for calling in tonight. And you're sure you're good?
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. All right. My co-host is good, so you are now relieved of your duties of calling in to Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services, live at the Choice Tire Automotive Studios. I love you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Like I said, congrats, Cale, and I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you, man.
See ya.
All right. We're going to train this kid right. All right. Ready? Look at that camera. Down there. Not up there. Down there. I want you to tell them. 21st caller. Tell them what to do.
The 21st caller gets $50.
Okay, that being said, we are going to put up the number for it's our Midway Cleaners in the Midway Town Center, right there next to Bryant Robertson's Turn and Burn Hobby and Raceway and Midway Embroidery. So here you go. Look, somebody said, "What's up, Cale? I love you too, Jason Johnson." And Miss Misty let us know Children's Dream Fun. Yes. Blaze, yeah. Oh, I can't believe what she's probably gone now. Look, your mama's watching. Paw and Myrie. Tell them hey. Again. Hey. Tell them you love them.
Loved you.
Tell them you love their cooking. Don't you? All right, so here we go. For $50, caller number 21 on behalf of Choice Tire and Automotive and Cale Weavil. Cale Weavil Racing.
I have to thank Blaze for the car.
Do it. You don't have to just do it.
Yeah, I'm ready, Will.
Ready to wheel again this weekend? You race this weekend?
Yeah.
Where at?
Wake County.
Wake County. And Blaze has been a big help, huh? Mm-hmm. Blaze, he should be a good help. Yep, he's a good guy. I don't know him, but I know him. And you know, when you hear a lot of good stuff about people, that's what's important to me. And I've never heard anybody say a bad word about Blaze ever. So, Blaze, thank you for what you're doing for this kid. I hope he's making you proud tonight, Ben. He's making me proud. I hope these parents are proud. He's done really, really, really good. And once again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. That's what we like to do here at Talkings. We do it every show. The Cam's Corner, brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, is where we feature kids. If you're out there and you're watching and you have a grandson, granddaughter, I'm also big into helping support female drivers. That's what I like to do here, what we like to do here. So if any of y'all out there, you have someone that wants to, a kid that you want to be on here, let me know. I will, whatever. We're going to do it. One time we done this before. We done a kid segment where we had nothing but the kids. I think that'd be another big hit. We need to do that soon. And also get back to having a spotter segment, a spotter show and having a roundtable discussion with spotters.
You have to bring Tucker.
You bring Tucker?
Yeah.
That's a must, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we will. If that's what
That's
you
dangerous
want.
Yeah, maybe.
Look, your grandma said good job.
So far, we've had 2 callers.
Midway Dry Cleaner phone lines, 336-815-5791. They are open. Caller number 21. You get $50. There is no way that you can tell me that people watching this show and not want to win $50.
I want to win $50.
Tell your Uncle Eric then. You get more than 50 from him, I bet you. That name on the hood of that bandolero.
All right, there's 3.
All right, 3 callers. What it is you've done banned Dustin Marshall. He was all these other times.
He was the majority of our callers.
Yeah. Brandon Krotz, watch.
Yeah,
PJ's on there.
still sitting at 3 callers so far.
Who's on there? Who do you see? Do you see what? Who?
PJ Farmer.
Yep. Who's PJ Farmer? Tell us.
What? He works with Dad.
Oh, tell him hey. If you see their name on there, you say, "Hey, PJ Farmer," say it.
Hey, PJ.
Yeah, folks, if we don't answer, it means you're not calling number 20. We're only going to answer call number 21. So,
Yeah.
If we don't answer, hang up and call back. It'll still number you. Hang up and call back.
Yeah. So the system numbers you as you call. You call. We're not gonna until it's caller 21. If we don't answer, hang up, call again. Miss Tiffany right there said, "Cale, you have done amazing. Always keep your head up and never give up." How about that? Tell Miss Tiffany hey.
Hey. I don't know what to say.
You did. Hey, Miss Tiffany. All right. So anyway, once again, 336-815-5791. Tell them what they're going to win. Caller 21. What do they win, Cale Weavil?
$50 in cash.
$50. Imagine putting $50 worth of gas in the tank of your car, and it.
Oh, it's more than that.
What is?
Gas.
So, in other words, $50 to get you like a quarter of a tank.
I don't know. I don't pay for gas.
Look,
Oh, man. All right, we are up to caller number 13.
part of the peanut gallery worm says, "I'm trying to time it right."
Yeah, we're at caller number 13. Now we're at 14. Caller number 14.
$50.
1516 just came in.
Courtesy of Cale Weavil Racing and Choice Tire
17,
Automotive.
18.
Oh, we're getting close, Cale. We're getting close, buddy.
Where we at?
And look,
We're at caller 18 right now.
caller 18. And the 3 more callers.
Caller number 19.
Uh-oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. Yes, Granddaddy can call. Anybody can call.
All right, here we go. Caller number 21. Caller number 21.
Who's that?
Say, caller, you're on the air.
They hung up.
What an idiot.
What an idiot. I hope that wasn't
You
your
could have
grandma.
won $21.
Tell anybody can call other than Dustin Marshall. Just Dustin's banned for a week or
Anybody
two.
can call to win $50.
There you go.
All right, we're going to move on to the next caller since they hung up.
Y'all hung up. Somebody just hung up a chance to win $50. Oh, Lord. It's probably
All right,
Daniel.
Caller, you're on the line.
Hi.
You just want $50.
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Thank you. Hello? Hi.
You just want $50.
Who we got?
Rhonda Roach.
Rhonda Roach.
And you just want $50.
Thank you.
Ask her where she's from.
Where are you from?
Liberty, North Carolina.
Turn your phone or whatever it is behind you, Miss Rhonda. If you would turn that down a little bit for us. The show, however you got it. Okay. All right. So she's from Liberty. Ask how far is Liberty from Winston-Salem or Kernersville?
About an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay, so what we can do is I'll get with Mr. Eric. If you will, Miss Rhonda, just shoot me a message on my Facebook page on Talking Circles with Chris Carter. If you will shoot me a message, and I'll get with Mr.
You can donate it to Ronnie Bassett.
Donate it to Ronnie Bassett? I sure will. You got it. I'm going to New River All American Speedway, and I'll pick it up from Mr. Eric. If that's what you want, I'll give that. That can help. That will help in some way, big time. I mean, $50 is a fuel, what have you. So that will definitely help them, Miss Rhonda. Thank you so much for that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Randy Armstrong, look, when he comes in hot. Roll Tide.
Liberty is the land of Boo Boo Dalton.
Do you know who Boo? Don't put your headset on, boy. He's ready to go. Y'all, this kid drank all my Red Bulls.
Yeah.
I know he did not. Randy, I hope you're doing good, buddy. That's my buddy, old Randy Armstrong up there in Tennessee, land of Boo Boo Dalton. At least he didn't say hey, land of the Tennessee Volunteers. All right, so, thank y'all. I say this all the time, how much I love y'all, and I mean that. Even if I don't know you, I love you anyway. Great show tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed this young man being in here with me as much as I did. I mean, I think you've done great.
He did a great job.
Did you have fun?
He really did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to come back and do it again?
Yeah.
All right. That's a deal. Let me, got to pull up my sponsors. I ain't going to make you read all the sponsors, okay? That's a lot, ain't it? Did you see his eyes?
I ain't reading them.
All right. He said, I ain't reading them. All right. So y'all pay close attention if you hear one of these sponsors. And if you can't monetize them, as I always say, please go and follow their pages. That doesn't cost you a dime to do that. Deep breath, Chris. Deep breath. And I'd like to thank H&H Auto Repair of Alaska, Race for Kids, raceforkids.com, Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Renee Hackett Realtor, Affordable Septic, and Tyson Isons, Dutton Safer Systems, The Garage Shop, Choice Tire and Automotive, Frank Steaks out of Long Island, New York, J&T Services, DL Outfitters, Gary Brown, Dream 68. We'd also like to thank Midway Dry Cleaners, Cobble Speed Shop, JTA Soft Wash and Roof Cleaning, Cogar Plumbing, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Harkey Litigation, Ever Ready Mixed Concrete, Heroes Patriot Water, who is also out of Long Island, New York, Hall's Heating and Airs, Robin Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Trucking, Messer Media. That's that guy over there, our producer, who we love very much. Garage Doors of the Triad, MJ Printing and Graphics, Mark Joyce, appreciate what he does. Midway Music Hall and Event Center, Thunder Road Grill, Midway Mobile Storage, our buddy Nate McGee with Mate TV Great with Nate. Chase Lewis, Louis Custom Showers and Glass, Radical Fire Protection, my buddy Tiffany Howe at Tea Time Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, also Mr. Dave Russell, Speed 77, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, Velocity USA, also my buddy Kevin Powell, KevinSaysYes.com.
Follow me on Facebook.
Hold on, Eric. Hold on.
Sorry.
All right. You look at that camera and tell them.
Follow me on Facebook at CaleWeavilRacing.com. No, not Cale Weavil Racing.
Where Facebook. At? Where do they follow you?
On Facebook.
All right. I expect y'all, we've been through this before. I want every one of y'all that's watching this show, if y'all would, please go. I want them to see their followers increase from this kid being on this show tonight. All right. One more time. To follow him on Facebook, you need to go to
Cale Weavil Racing.
Cale Weavil Racing. Who all you want to thank before we go off the air for being a part of your racing?
Mom, Dad, family, all my sponsors.
Okay. Sounds good. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Want to do it again?
Yeah.
All right, Messer.
Thank you for letting me be on.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome anytime. He did great. I love it. All right, thank you, each and every one of y'all. We're going to be back. We're going to do it again next Tuesday. Don't forget, support your local racetrack. Things are kicking off. We've got the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic. They're going to be at Florence Motor Speedway. Also, the Cars Tour at New River All American Speedway. That's where I'm going to be. We're going to bring Ronnie Bassett $50. And all that was courtesy of Choice Tire Automotive and Cale Weavil Racing. Until next week, y'all be safe. God bless. Thank you for watching.